Good morning, good afternoon and good evening. Welcome to Ticking All the Boxes. Thanks for joining us here. It's Australian Guineas Day at Flemington this Saturday, while in Sydney here we've got the Hobartville Stakes and the Silver Slipper Stakes. I'm Nick Ashburn. This is Clinton Payne.
What are you doing?
Not a lot, been up since about 4:15.
It's Thursday.
It's Thursday, it's out at Randwick this morning.
Yeah.
Good to get back out there.
Was it?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
How were those happy campers?
They were happy.
Any banter?
Not really,
Yeah.
not a lot. Just,
Real serious. Must be carnival time.
just they were bagging me, they were bagging you.
Well,
Just
it's
the usual.
nothing, yeah.
Yeah, just the
Nothing
usual
new.
stuff. So,
I'm tipping I could probably guess who the suspects were.
yeah, it's not hard. It's the usual suspects, isn't it? There's no Kaiser Sosa.
Yes. What do you know? Anything?
Not a real lot at this stage.
Did you fix the camera?
The camera's fixed. Sorry about last week, everyone.
Jeez, we copped some flack over that.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, it's just an old memory card.
My
And
mum emailed.
your mum emailed.
Your mum emailed.
My mum emailed. There's a couple of jokes there, but we'll leave that alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good. Things are starting to brew up nicely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very good.
Your team's going well?
My team.
Mm.
St George. It's going to be a long year. It's going to be a long year. The only hope we've got is they find those 6 teams guilty and kick them all out.
Yeah, I think so, eh? I think you need a couple of DQs. It wasn't pretty there last Friday night, was it?
Yeah, well.
Can only get better.
Can I? Yeah.
Can you?
Can I send, like, Steve Price, if he watches this, which he wouldn't because he'd be a busy man, but if you don't get rid of Nathan Fiend, you will be out of a job next year, for sure.
There you go. You've heard it first here.
He's got to go. He's nearly as old as me.
Yeah.
He plays like it too.
Jesus.
Oh, they need a bit of excitement in the side. They're just so boring. But anyway, thank God for the Wanderers.
Thank you all for the Wanderers, yep. And we're on, we've got the local derby, if that's what you can call it, in a couple of weeks. Both got tickets, ready to go. I'm tipping I'm going to be slightly outnumbered out there.
As you should be.
Yeah. All right.
Throw all Smurfs off the grandstand.
Yeah, well, we'll wait and see. I think irrespective of a winner or a loss, we're going to get
You're
top of
talking
it.
about the A-League Sydney derby.
Yes,
for those
of
of
course.
you that don't follow it.
Wanderers versus
The
FC.
mighty Western Sydney Wanderers versus East
Sydney FC, East Sydney. Is that where we're at now, is it? East Sydney.
Yeah, East Sydney Smurfs.
All right.
Not
Should we
much
jump
life
in?
for you lot out there.
No, there's not, is there?
No.
It's a bit like Manly. I support the two hated teams, but that's right. That's okay.
Oh, you still got us outnumbered, but not for long.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get on to the racing. That's more important.
Rose Hill Saturday. The rail's out 6 metres. Great card there.
What's the track?
Track's a slow 6.
Yep. What's the weather?
The weather is expected rainfall. I think there's a 30% chance of
Cats
rain on
and dogs.
Friday.
Cats and dogs for the next 3 days, I reckon.
Yeah.
So,
They did predict that last week though, and we only got it on race day, so
still a heavy track.
still a heavy track. So you might want to take that into account. There's a couple of trainers telling me that they might scratch their horses as well, which we'll get to later in the program from out at Randwick. We'll start with the Endeavour Foundation recycled clothing handicap over 1,500 metres. The prices this week are courtesy of
Luxbet.
Hey.
Hey, Luxbet. All right, the first. Sedcom 340. Single $7. Darcy Be Good 850. Bello 420. 6 Hoy Lonnie 650. Aeronautical and Vadashin $15.
I really wanted a back single, but I just get a bit worried about where the horse is going to end up from barrier 8. He's typically a horse that likes to race with a bit of cover. From there, I think he's going to have to go probably an extra pair or two back than what he'd like, and I'm just worried that, particularly if it's a wet track at Rose Hill, it can favour the on paces. So probably no bet race for me.
No, well, anyway, he's had a setback too. Missed fast work, so goes back to 1,500 instead of rising in distance. Not the sort of profile I'd be looking at for a horse in a race like this. Sedcom, he's always around the mark, but he just very rarely wins. He's not the sort of horse for me. Fibrillation was plain first up. A heavy track could see her improve. Darcy Be Good's an improver. His last run was off a 46-day break. Prior to that, his form was okay. I've worked down towards. I'm working around the Riva de Lago form race, so I've cut 3 options there: Bello, Hoy Lonnie, Aeronautical.
Yep.
I sense Hoy Lonnie might be a bit Dower second up, 1400 to 1500.
Yep.
So he may not ping as well as he did first up. That leaves me with Bello, Aeronautical. Bello meets Aeronautical better at the weights and gives him the nod. I think they're the three for me. And Vardashan, I want to see him. He's rising about 400 grades here. So I want to see him measure up against these before I tumble into him. But, Bello could end up backing both of them, 426.50. Yeah, possibly. We'll just see. But
40% of the market covered there?
Yeah. I think they're the two.
Okay. And Bello, I guess if it rains as well, probably only enhances his chances.
Well, it doesn't hurt him, does it?
Yeah.
So
Vadashan's racing in the YPR colours as well, we should mention that. Those guys are doing some good stuff in racing.
They don't pay for a plug here, mate.
No, but they're doing
what
good
are they
stuff.
doing?
Well, they're getting all the young people together, trying to drive turnover and all kinds of things. So
excellent.
Yeah, I've been to a couple of their things. They're doing good stuff.
So it's a free plug?
Well, they didn't ask me to plug. They do. I'm just giving it to them because I think they're doing good stuff in racing. And that's why John Massara's giving them a share in the horse.
It's not your show.
You don't think they're doing good things in racing?
I didn't say that.
You don't think they deserve a little bit of...
I didn't say that. They've had plenty of press over this.
Have they?
Yes. They got a line in the Telegraph.
They did. Mr. Zarafa looked after them there.
TVN were mentioning them the other day.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. All right.
No, I don't disagree with you. I'm just... I just wanted to see how you'd react.
I think... Oh, look, they are doing good stuff. And, anyway, I'll leave it at that. The Endeavour Foundation Packaging Services Handicap over 1,800 metres, the second race of the day.
I'm a jerk, aren't I?
Yeah, he's a narc and a half, but that's what you're here for. So, it's a benchmark 75 race, and the markets... We do see that number 10 is brother to Lamasery as well. For those following the pedigrees, which we talk about each week.
Another plug. You're full of plugs.
Who am I plugging here? Lamasery.
Which stable do you have a horse with?
David Van Dyke.
Who trains rivaled?
David Van Dyke.
Thank you. Owls Gold $8, Sables $13, Sailors Farewell $5, Cure Claim $4.80, V10 $5, Hathras $4.80, the Big I Am $12, and the rest of 15 or better.
Did you know Rivaled was Lamasery's brother? I'm tipping most people didn't. That's why I thought I'd mention it.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, he's been off with injuries and all kinds of things. Anyway.
Who? Rival or Lamasery?
Both of them.
He's a good horse to him, Lamasery.
Yep.
Yeah, tricky race. Probably not a race that I'm really keen on. I've headed down to Hathras, Chris Lee's horse.
Who have you got a horse with?
Yeah, but I'm tipping him. I'm not giving him a plug. He came across from Europe, from Germany. Had his first start at Newcastle over 1,500 metres. Got well backed. Kept running into the race. I thought it was a good enough Aussie debut. I think I would expect good improvement. He was well supported that day too. Not so much on course, but in early markets he was well supported. Yep. So that would suggest to me the signs were good. He steps from 1,500 up to 1,800 metres. Query if it's wet. He's never raced on worse than good. He's only had 4 starts. But yeah, he's probably the one I'd go with, although I probably want each way odds.
Yeah.
In saying that, he's 480 at the moment, but I can't see myself charging into anything here. I just thought it was a plain race on a good day's program. Yeah,
fair enough. I bit the same. I had it down to 2. I had it down to Sailors Farewell and Kua Claim. Kua Claim's what you see, what you get with him. He's got good second up form though. Goes okay at the track. Hasn't actually had a win at Rose Hill, but has only had the 2 starts. And Sailors Farewell comes back in class a fair bit here. He's got the frozen rope form. So I wouldn't be surprised to see this horse turn it around. Hasn't had much luck. 2 starts back. Just forget he even went round. And then last start was probably a little bit disappointing, but I think that's a better form race than this one. So
yeah,
could have those.
I just think there's a bit of upside. There's a bit of X factor to the import horse in this race.
Without a doubt, his
first start was good.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, no, and I had a good look. And the other thing I had was he only won a 3-odd race over in Europe.
I understand that, but his Aussie debut was good enough, I thought.
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely. For sure.
Right. We'll have a break and then we'll come back and do the next couple of races for him.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, that's right. That's good.